Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris Federations. When we last left off, our megacore was slowly exploring the world around our home system of Felden. Although we did have a slight problem of crime, we are investigating this dig site that has appeared on the moon opposite ours, because we're actually a moon orbiting this gas giant here. That's us over there. Now let's say we'll continue to explore.
Anomaly found.
We found an anomaly here, but we're going to leave it be. We're going to leave our anomaly expert to deal with that.
Recon pass completed.
So you have completed your surveying over there. So we're going to make you go over here. You'll go here. We'll just continue exploring in different directions. Certainly this system's going to be a key system just to make sure that nothing else can get in, as well as this one over here, the key choke points as it were. We'll see what does present itself. We don't want to take systems if they're going to be fairly useless. But we'll see how things go. Yeah, tropical worlds. I guess we may have to get some robots, eh? Through hard work and experience, scientist Glob has developed new skills. He's a roamer now. Good work. Alright, you could probably claim the system now. Yep, go for it. So our shipyard's still building a colony ship. Okay, during its survey of L49 951, the RSX Sophis discovered deposits of rare crystals. These crystals have properties that make them extremely effective at focusing laser beams, and they're also a critical component in most advanced electronics. In addition, many cultures treasure them as decorations and ornaments. While we do not possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. That's some rare crystals there. Could be useful. We'll need to grab those.
System reconnaissance completed.
Good work, please continue. So you're the roamer there you go. Survey speed, useful.
Taking evasive action.
What's going on over here? So they've discovered a hostile alien fleets and are currently attempting to evade them. Okay, we've discovered some form of alien vessels in the Zurak system. These strange objects have been flagged as Alpha Menace until we learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Interesting. Satrameen is in an uproar following the news of unidentified ships sighted in the void. Their intentions unknown. It would be prudent to assume the worst. Worrying. So what do we have here? We have some kind of space alien menaces, eh? Look like space amoebas actually, but I might be wrong there. Certainly deserves a military response. But we need a slightly better military if we're going to do that. Our military at the moment's only what? Yeah. 114 power. It's not going to do it. We need a bit more strength there. So we'll happily evade that nonsense. So just get out, please. And you'll have to go around, which you already seem to be wanting to do naturally. But you'll just have to survey that instead. So I guess you survey this, and then you survey that. You go up and survey that area. And you can come down over here and survey here. There you go.
Construction complete.
So we now own this system here, which allows us access to this archaeological dig. But there's also a number of other resources that we can harvest. Certainly the research stations are going to be interesting. We'll get the mining stations as well. Over here we've got some Tundra World. This system's looking very powerful. Yeah, look at that. Tundra World and another Tundra World orbiting it. That's very useful. And there's dust caverns and an isolated valley. I've never had these before. The alien zoos. That's going to be really interesting. So I get to have a lot of fun in that area. So once that's done, we'll get him to come over here.
Pioneers have made planetfall.
And we'll come to move there and we'll claim that system. So, the first Tunsar colony. Our colony ship has gently touched down on the wide, empty steppe of Jundus Prime. The chosen landing site lies behind a large ridge which shelters it from the cold wind, and there is an open body of fresh water not far away. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former ship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. The first Tunsar city on an alien world. A great day for the Vitacorp Games. Yes, get some bonus research. And as you can see, well, that's a station. The planet, Jundus Prime, is currently just being colonised. It'll be complete in about 5 years. And yeah, for now there's not much we can really do about it, though we should probably get rid of this corrupt governor, let's be honest. It's probably going to be for the best. Where are the leaders? Get wrecked. Got a better option. Righteous seems a bit improvement. Iron Fist. Archeological interest. We go for this dude over here, Glob. Alright, you can just get sacked. Well, we'll just change the sectors. Where are sectors? Yeah, we're going to change you. There we are. Glob's now in charge. Good work, Glob. Sort out the crime, please.
Construction complete.
So now we have the precinct houses. We should be able to resolve this criminal underworld in due course. It'll get better over time, I'm sure. So, construction is complete up there.
Science Division report success.
Let's see, that's good. Let's have them working on powered exoskeletons next. Yes, that's important. So, I think I interrupted that. I think I did. Well, come back and finish that off. I got a bit excited, I guess. So where are you? So you're there, you got a bit lost. Survey that system, please. Okay, how is the dig going? It's rolling well.
Division report success.
We've got a number of clues now, so we can actually get a pretty decent chance of getting a breakthrough soon. So we've completed administrative AI. We can now unlock an extra research option. The energy grid and the capacity overload are useful edicts. Improved deflectors is an interesting choice to increase our shields. For now, there's fusion power. Let's go for fusion power for now. I'm glad there's a few more tundra worlds over here at least, because that was pretty rough. Xandran's going to be a useful system. We know now without a doubt that the thriving biosphere is not something unique to Satrameen. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalogue the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to consider the planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. A commendable initiative. This begins an event chain, so if we go over to the situation log, we can actually see the habitable world survey. So the more habitable worlds we survey, the better we go. Let's hopefully we can complete that quest. We got it fairly early, so of these systems, I do want to get Zachmon over here for the minerals, and over here the rare crystals. But the other systems aren't too important right away. Although I'll have to clear out these space amoeba things eventually
Recon pass completed.
Get rid of this. But it might actually be space amoebas, whatever they are. It's been a while. Nonetheless, though, let's have a look.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Thank you, Science Division. Genome mapping is complete. So we can get the gene clinics now, which increase population growth. Could get food from farmers increased. We are a bit low on food. And get farming subsidies. I like the idea of gene clinics, though, so let's grab one. Why not? It's the Empire capital. We no longer have a massive crime wave. That's something. And we're sort of just waiting for things to grow. I'll let the anomaly go for the time being. Decisions. We could distribute some luxury goods to increase amenities and immigration pool. If we had more food, we could do the encouraged planetary growth, which would be the main thing I'll be interested in. But for now, I'll just leave it. Traditions available. I think that for now... Yeah, let's go for the Science Division. The number of science and medical officers has been increased throughout the fleet, organised into a special Science Division. To support this corps of officers, new training programs have greatly accelerated the rate at which we commission new science officers. So this increases the level cap of scientists and gives us an extra research alternative every time we complete a research. So that's useful. So Xandran has been completely surveyed, that's very nice, so we can now, once that is completed, we'll then build a starbase. And we have a breakthrough on this archaeological dig. Let's have a look. Tracking the signal. Most excursion teams have reached their destinations and reported back. Artifacts buried in the ground have been uncovered. Head scientist Dovace describes them as highly accurate galactic laser pointers, ancient machines that are emitting a strong, tight, ultraviolet beam out into space for purposes unknown. It's a bittersweet discovery. the profound, exhilarating importance of alien artifacts countered by their seemingly arbitrary purpose. Please keep going. So now chapter 3. The difficulty is easy at least, but we need more clues if we're going to get a breakthrough. So every time this 90-day countdown completes, it rolls a d10 and adds clues if it rolls highly. So it rolls a d10 and then it adds the clue to the total. So if it's 5 or less, does nothing. Re-roll again in 90 days. If it's between 6 and 10, it adds a clue. 11, 13 adds 2 clues. 14 or greater, it completes the chapter. So the rolls will continue to improve over time. Okay. So we do have some anomalies here, there, and everywhere though, so they may improve these systems once we get all this researched. I might bring back one of these eventually, maybe once we get past this end point here. So you don't have any other orders. So I'm going to choose survey that afterwards, and then we'll get you to come back and do this. Okay. Playmaker Dorian is leveled up. I'm champion of the people. And charismatic. Oh yes. There's a good point that I have edicts currently discounted. Map the stars would be good. Let's do that. We got spare influence. Information quarantine. Let's just continue to have scientists and everyone else leveling up. I think we're good on science ships for now. So it's going to take a little while before we have another pop slot unlocked. We just need to wait for the population to grow. Crime wave on Satrameen. There has been a recent upswing in crime on Satrameen as the moon continues its descent into lawlessness. This latest crime wave has targeted residential areas that up until now have been considered outside the influence of the moon's dominant criminal gangs. This crime situation must be dealt with. Crime wave modified for 120 months, adding the following effects: 30 crime. So we got up to 6 crime there.
Recon pass completed.
I'm considering, we're going to leave this anomaly for now. Pause the game, please. I'm considering using the decision to just increase the effect of... Mind you, I can't. There you go, never mind. I was going to say there was that increase effectiveness of the enforcers, but it doesn't look like that's currently available. Maybe it's because these modifiers block it. Nonetheless, though, we'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on it.
Taking evasive action.
Evasive action, you say? So it looks like that's a dead end. Let's see what was in there, shall we? So we had a beta menace with some level of planets in here, but looks like we just had to get out there immediately. Speaking of, though, we could research these new things, which would take only 20 months to do. But we're getting the gene clinics for now. I guess we're not in any rush, so let's research the Alpha Menace immediately. Okay. So we have a lot of science ships that just sort of gave up the ghost there. I'd like you to continue your surveys, please. So Glob here, Glob can come back and excavate, and you can come over here and continue to survey. That seems like a good idea. I'm going to get some habitable planets for this quest we've got here in the situation log, the Habitable World Survey. And then we'll continue to excavate more sites. There's an Arctic world over there. That could be potentially interesting. An Alcade over there. So we have this system now in our group. Let's examine the 2 planets and see what takes our interest. So here we have a size 14 tundra world with an isolated valley and dust caverns. Very interesting. And I like the artwork for the fair tundra, gotta admit. Over here we have the 2A. This doesn't have any unique modifiers, but it does have a lot of mining districts. So that could be interesting for that purpose. This doesn't have a lot of districts, but it does have those unique resources. So this might end up being a research world, this might end up being a mining world, with the number of mining districts that can be made there. And the capital, of course, is a bit more generalist. But this does seem like a decent place for expansion. Probably here first, and then here second. How much? We could probably have the money for both, though. So we got, well, Xandron Prime. I suppose it's a bit of a case of which one's which. This can be Xandron Prime. And this can't be Xandron Prime. Oh, here we go. Xandron Omega. There you go. We'll call the other one Xandron Alpha. And speaking of that dig, that construction ship can begin... Well, this isn't the dig. We can build mining stations. A lot of minerals to harvest there. We do need to keep an eye on food, by the way. I might get an agricultural district immediately, just to soften the blow there. Alright, dig time. It's a dud. Despite our best efforts, the excavation and analysis of the alien indicators on the surface failed to deliver any relevant results. The archaeological teams have calculated and followed the paths of alien signal beams, but nothing has been pointed at anything other than empty space. Scientist Dorvace has requested more time, convinced that something has been missed by the science teams. Continue. Well, there's certainly something going on here. Alright, so we're building some mining stations there, that's excellent. I want to harvest all of these resources. Okay. She's a pretty decent level character now, so we'll get her to hit some of these easy anomalies in a bit. Okay, up here. Our governor has gained a level, that's good. So agricultural district. That'll help. The crime is actually slowly going down. That's good. We do need to get it under control. Let's please leave the anomalies for now. We just want to keep surveying. Okay. Satrameen's almost finished that.
Reconnaissance completed.
Excellent. Okay, so that has been completed. We have an Arctic world there. An Arctic world's not tundra, but it's decent. And there is the presence of a bubbling swamp here, which does make it interesting. It doesn't have a lot of room for specialised districts, unfortunately. So it's only a few lichen fields and fungal caves. It's not the best. It's not the best, but it could do, is really the gist of it. We'll have, so we have this guy here. Let's have him come up and continue to survey up around here. Thank you for that.
Recon pass completed.
Excellent. Please continue passing recons. Alright, so we have the shipyard working away. Things are going well so far, despite our little crime problem here. Alright, colony ship is on its way. Let's continue. So now we have 2 excavations going. So over here we have this one. We had a good roll there, so it's a difficulty 2 site. So it's going to be a little bit harder to get a breakthrough. The Unity is now ready to upgrade.
Special project complete.
Okay, so it was Space Amoebas. Let's quickly pick our option first. I'm going to go for increased experience gain for our scientists, because we are doing a lot of surveying right now. Okay, Space Amoebas. The entities encountered by our fleet some time ago are new, horrifying life forms, quickly nicknamed Space Amoeba, following an analyst's gross misreading of an initial sensor output. The creature is in fact larger than the average Vitacorp corvette. There would be little harm in putting the monstrosities out of their misery, for science, or some equivalent. So easy prey is one option, which increases our damage to Space Amoebas by 33% and gives us 1,000 energy credits for every Space Amoeba fleet destroyed. Or fascinating creatures, which allow us to do some Space Amoeba studies. And I think that'd be interesting. I'm always curious to see what we could do. So we could do some science here. Or we could do some more research. Let's do some science. I'm curious. Science is science. An archaeological site in our empire has been fully excavated. Okay, well, let's pause. We'll immediately send out our scientists to do some anomaly study. We'll do this anomaly first. Okay, let's examine the rest of the archaeological site, shall we? Wind back and proceed. Breakthrough. Study of the surface revealed that Anais, I think that's how I've been pronouncing it, was hit eons ago by a small asteroid. The impact was not enough to obliterate the planet, but it did nudge it a fraction out of its original orbit. By analysing the impact, the scientists managed to calculate Anais's initial position and rotation, and used that data to rewind the alien indicators to their original position. And there it was. the alien indicator beams suddenly converging on another planet in the system. Amazing. We gained 400 minerals from that. That's interesting, but surely there's something else going on then. Maybe over here. Yes, look at that. Over here there's a new site. Something waiting. The previously discovered alien indicators are pointing at this planet, and we should go down the surface and investigate further. That we should, but that'll be next time. Thank you for watching, and when we come back, more Stellaris Federations.